Welcome to my 2.2 module overview. I'm just going to get right into it. So, specifically, South Phoenix, the very strong community, a lot of history, but also historically underserved. And so I wanted to do something about that. So that's why I went with this area. In terms of my specific site, it's really great due to its adjacency to the canal, as well as the short walk to the South Light Rail extension. But along that, it also is in a good location that has a lot of schools around, a lot of community churches, health services, but in a nice mix of residential area. So, along with that, I wanted to go with residential as well to provide more housing. The area, while it is a lot of residential, they're all single family and very aging and decrepit homes, and there is a need for more housing in this area, especially with that light rail extension now. But I don't want to just do housing. I want to see housing as a form of health and really tie it into the community in terms of shade and cooling and a lot of the things that this area has not been invested in. So in terms of local for this project, or my take on it, doesn't really mean anything other than tying into that fabric of the community that's already existing and trying to help. So here I have a little ChatGPT generated collage, and what I told it was basically the main ideas of my project. South Phoenix, strong community, healthy housing, and really tying in those family connections, safety for kids, culture, and making that outdoor activity enjoyable in the environment that we see here in Arizona. So here's my first massing iteration. It really focuses on trying to get the most density onto the lot. Some of the downsides is there's no real amenities like a pool, and realistically would need more parking for this site. Here is the plan and some of the square footages for that massing. The second massing option has a much better balance of residential, amenity space, still activating that canal. But it doesn't quite feel connected in terms of residential to canal and also pushing that residential all the way out to the street. Here's plan and square footages for massing 2. Massing 3, I went for more of a courtyard kind of typology, which I was really liking, but it has room for a pool and as well as that green space along the canal, but it is a little disconnected due to the parking. Here's the plan and square footages for massing 3. So massing 4 ended up being probably my favorite layout. Courtyard, I like it for the community connection and the safety for children, obviously. It still activates the canal, but also gives the residents better views further south, and still has parking, but allows for both a pool and green space along Central Ave and the canal. Here's the plan and square footages for massing 4. Massing 5, I wanted to try to get some more density back onto the lot. It's a good design. That one residential block along the canal would have great views, but it doesn't quite feel as connected as maybe a courtyard approach would be in terms of safety and community feel. Then here's the plan of square footages for massing 5. So I actually went down to the site today and captured some drone footage. It was really great. Site's actually a little bit bigger than I was expecting, which works for me. So while the site was fenced off, it was really nice to be able to fly the drone into the center of the site and see the views from where the houses would potentially be. And then, yeah, here are some of the north, south, east, west views. Thank you again. Sorry this went over. I cut out slides, but it's just a lot. Thank you.